Hello everybody! What is up, gamers? Long time no see! How's everybody doing today? I see Bored Out of My Mons has already said hi. Whoop. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We're playing Pokemon White. White version, randomized. Uh-oh. Research overload! Welcome! Long time no see for sure. For sure. Hold on, we might have to go back to the starting soon screen for just a second while I fix whatever the heck is going on with the controller. You're gosh darn right it's TV time. I sure hope that's not representative of how that's going to run. So yeah, since the last time you joined us, Research Overload, we've had a couple of new updates to the channel, especially regarding Pokemon. Oh dear. Everything really is running slow with this, though. I haven't had a chance to see how this would run. Da-da-da. Nope, that's not... Sorry guys, I am trying to make this work the way it is supposed to. I'm trying to make this run halfway decently. Have I caught all the Pokemon? I wouldn't say I've caught them all. I'd say I've caught a good number of them. Don't need decent? Just need somewhat functional? Yes, and I do need it to actually run properly. A little bit faster than what it was, you know? Okay, I think that's better. What do you guys think? Seem like it's running properly now? Sorry about the holdup. I do need it to be currently feeling a little pissed off because your shit refuses to work. Are you quoting what I'm thinking? Because that's exactly what's going for me. I know I happen to know exactly how you feel, my mons. Because 100% I'm feeling the same way. With this right... Oh no. But yeah, tell us why it isn't working. What's going on with my mons? No patience, yeah. Very much relatable. Oh, that is rough. That is rough. And yes, Research Overload, we played Minecraft yesterday. But it had some issues running, so we might not be playing it again for a little bit until we can get some upgrades. Oh! Oh! The season changed! Oh! Because the month changed! It's a new season in-game! Hell yeah! I'm real sorry about your 3DS, though, my mons. That is really rough. That just sounds frickin' awful to have to deal with. Oh, that's actually a really simple explanation, my mons. So it isn't saying that it is quote-unquote winter. It actually every month updates to a new season. So January's one season, then February's another season, March and April, each of those, that would be the full rotation. So it's not saying that we've entered winter because we're in August. It's currently winter because it's August, so next month, September, it'll update to spring. Yep. Really frustrating thing about this game is some of the choices made for it were really weird. But yeah, the international thing does help. That does make sense why they would do it. But what do you think of the new graphic we got down here? Way, way, way better? Yeah, that's... I'm glad you think so, because this was actually a little bit of a pain in the ass to get set up. But I was more than happy to do it for my fans. That's actually what I spent a lot of time before stream doing, was getting it set up. And yes, Research Overload, music is fire. I do love the 5th gen soundtrack. Though there is one thing that some people and me have had disagreements about in the past, and that's regarding the low HP music for 5th gen. Me personally, I think it's completely ruined by the fact that it has the very annoying recurring beep thing that goes on with it. I think that that ruins it and automatically disqualifies it for being, you know, good music. Everyone else seems to really love it. Alright, let's heal up our Pokemon. Give Happy a lemonade. Yeah, that's fun, because this means we'll be able to explore the mountains here in the winter. Ooh, Rhyhorn! Well, 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 if it isn't the first Pokemon. Fancy seeing you here. Tyson? Mike Tyson was the first Pokemon? That's news to me. Ruston. Rhydon. Was it right? It might have been Rhydon. Same family. You got there eventually, and that's kind of the important part. Oh wow, Sandile. I do love this generation's designs though. Sandile is really good, and I also really love Stretchy Pants. I love the Stretchy Pants, man. I think in my first playthrough, I remember having a girder for a decent part of the game. Scraggy! That's my man! Look at this adorable little goober. Also, chat, you would not believe the fucking week that I've had. It's been insane. It's been insane. So, first of all, at the tail end of last week, I had to take one of my friends to the doctor for some crazy stuff. My Mons, are you okay? Do you need us to call somebody? But yeah, I had to take my friend to the doctor to do some crazy stuff for them. But then this actual week has been pretty crazy itself. Oh, just water on your phone. Yep, that makes sense. So, like, I had to go to the airport, like, really early in the morning to bring one of my other friends back to their house after they got back to the general area we live in. Which, you know, I was happy to do, you know, a friend needs me, I'm there, I'm more than happy to do what needs to be done to help my friends out. But it did end up giving me a slight sleep difficulty for the night, and all. Following that, I actually had to go to a class the next morning. Just an absolute insane class that I always hate the first day of any class, because they seem to always follow this same rubric of spending a day talking about what we're going to talk about in the class, and I fucking hate that in classes. Like, that gives me no nutritional benefit out of this class that we're going through. If the only thing we're doing for the day is going, hey, here's what's going to happen next week. Like, okay, congratulations. You wasted like 2 or 3 hours of my time for basically nothing. But that's all fine and good. The problem is when I got back from that class. You see, when I got back, I realized that someone in my house, you know, no need to name names or anything, but it was most likely me, left our gas stove going. Not burning, but just on. So I came into the house to a really foul smell. It might have been my mom's. But either way, I came to the house to a really awful smell. I wasn't even sure what it was at first, so I started taking out the trash because I just assumed something had gone bad in the trash. And it was when I was collecting the trash that I noticed the stove burner had been left slightly turned. So, you know, I went over there, I turned it off, I got real nervous, I opened up the window, I opened up the doors, and everything. I brought a fan downstairs, and I actually got really nervous about plugging it in, because I was like, well, what if the spark, you know, when it plugs in, what if that causes issues? But thankfully, everything was good. Totally most likely my fault, but definitely a big scare for the day. I did not need this the threat of my house blowing up on top of everything else this week. We also had some chat with our leasing office, because we rent, like pretty much everybody else. I remember I had mentioned to chat before that we were potentially going to move. It was the electrical socket. Also, can we talk about how Jellicent actually makes a pretty good Pokeball decoy? Like, especially if it were just colored slightly differently. Looks like a great ball. That's actually really good randomization, and I like it. Who's got moves that would be good for this? Ah, that's it. But no, seriously, we talked to the leasing office. We had been talking to the leasing office about potentially moving to a different building. A different house, mostly so that we could have some better space, I could have a better streaming setup. But unfortunately, after doing some further thinking about it, that's not the best idea. I'm still not... This isn't like something I can make a stable career out of. This isn't necessarily something, therefore, that I should be making decisions about where I live based on. You know? So it does make me a little bit sad that we can't necessarily move at the moment, but it makes sense. Yeah. But that does mean that we're kind of locked contractually into staying here for the next year-ish. Barring, of course, any absolutely crazy circumstances. But yeah, it'll be probably a year before we're able to significantly upgrade the setup. Although, with the way Minecraft was lagging and the way that the application was kind of lagging today, it makes me think that maybe the next thing we need to work on is improving the computer. And also, I have been thinking about it. I think once we do reach the point that we can start making money off of this, I would like... I'm kind of in between jobs at the moment. Chat, just for y'all's understanding of where I'm coming from, I'm trying to get a job so that I can actually support myself, contribute to rent, buy the things that I like. And I would like to specifically use the revenue that I earn from streaming. I'd like to specifically use that to upgrade my stream setup. So probably upgrading the computer, which I would need to contact some of my friends to even understand what I need to upgrade. Because, frankly, I know very little about computers. Oh no, there were stones, I forgot. I feel like there was something that happened on Monday, too, that I wanted to talk about. Right, Monday. So, what happened Monday has to do with what happened last Friday. So last Friday, you remember that I said we were talking to our leasing office about moving? So one of the steps to be able to move with our leasing office would have involved an inspection. Just basically a walkthrough with the property manager to come through, make sure there's not like any egregious holes in our walls, we haven't like ripped up the flooring, we haven't, you know, just destroyed the place that we live at. To my understanding, for the purposes of getting our security deposit back, or deciding whether or not we would need it back. And Friday was when they were supposed to come. And they didn't. They didn't. We got an email on Friday, like about 30 minutes before they were supposed to show up, saying, hey, I'm sick today, I can't come, can we reschedule this for Monday? They didn't specify a time on Monday, so of course I assume, oh, okay, yeah, we'll do it at the same time, sure. And about an hour about half an hour to an hour passes, and I call the front office, and they tell me that she had to step out for the day. And I don't get to hear anything else about it until the next day, when I get an email from her saying, hey, yeah, no, we can just waive it at this point. Sorry, I had a family emergency. I'm not able to step in at the moment. We'll just waive it for right now. There will be, we won't worry about it. Which, on the one hand, super glad that they did waive it, even if we ended up not using it. And I understand that problems and emergencies arise, and sometimes there's just nothing we can do. But I can absolutely tell you that it felt just awful having plans canceled on us from what is to be considered a business standpoint. Because, make no mistake, it was very much a business situation. It's baffling to me that there was no one else available, that there was no way for us to do things. And even worse, coming from a landlord. Like, I already hate landlords. If you're a landlord and you're watching this, I'm sorry, this stream is not for you. Please get the fuck off my channel. Respectfully. I am not counting this area as an area. Because I think I could cheese it, yeah. Sort of, before that came up. And I don't want to necessarily try to cheese it to get another Pokemon here. Business-wise, that's pretty stupid. I just... like, I kind of understand. Why only have one person do the thing that you're supposed to do? I don't know. And I have a certain level of disrespect by default for landlords because, you know, I understand that this is most likely not the person that technically owns the property. This is a person who has been designated to, like, manage, quote-unquote, the properties. They've been given a set amount of money that they get per month for doing it. So, not totally on her that my hatred is depicted, but my hatred is certainly depicted to all the people who own several properties. Several properties. That is, by far, the thing that I absolutely hate the most. Well, maybe not the most, but it is one of the things that I really hate. Is that so many people can own so many homes. And that has specifically driven the market to be just god-awful, and that I will possibly never be able to own my own home. Unless I take some particularly drastic measures. Which me and one of my friends have been talking about. Like moving out to basically the wilderness on some dirt cheap property and just building our own homes. Which I'm 100% down for. And personally, I'm really hoping that I can get this streaming career to take off within the next year. Like, if my ideal situation would be that my career as a streamer takes off so well within the next year that I can support living on a homestead. And, of course, living on a homestead, a lot of what I would be doing would not necessitate a lot of money. A big part of the intention of moving out to a homestead is to just be more or less self-sufficient. How do you get the stuff it'd be like? Am I reading that wrong, or do you have more water on your phone? build a home. Yeah, so that's a great point. So if you buy a property, it would obviously come with like a lot of trees and stuff, so that you could get the wood in theory from there and build like a log cabin. The way that I'm kind of picturing it is basically getting a prefab, which would be a prefabricated home, kind of like a trailer, if you're familiar with trailers. The kind that are in trailer parks. I'm fine with a relatively small house. I've lived in trailers for most of my life, or smaller. So it certainly wouldn't be unfamiliar territory for me to buy a trailer, and trailers aren't super expensive. Certainly not the price of building a, like, full-on actual home. The intent would be to buy a prefab, and then, you know, prefab, buy, get a stable internet connection out there, and honestly, what I would like to do is stream from there. And like I said, if I've built this up to a relatively stable career, then what I could do is save most of my money from that and put it towards building a bigger regular house. Maybe it's just my upbringing, because I was kind of raised out in the sticks. Granted, not my entire childhood, but a pretty decent portion of my childhood. We moved around a lot, and a lot of those places were pretty decently far away from the big city. Or from, like, the more cityscape typed areas. Y'all are learning a whole lot about me this stream. Now, the really wild thing is that the biggest thing keeping me from getting a job right now is that I have a class on how to get a job. You know how I told you I'm between jobs, right? So, part of the process of leaving the current job that I'm at is that I have to take a class on how to get a new job. Absolutely wild and silly and a bunch of nonsense. But it is something that I very much have to do before I'm allowed to leave this job fully. I believe I've already talked about how it's a controversial take, but I fucking love Vanillite. Like, look at this adorable little goober. How can you hate Vanillite? How? Look at this little man. He's just a silly little ice cream cone. And he blows cold at me. I love him. And I will absolutely not accept any Vanillite slander. Love this dumb little idiot. Well, hey now. Honestly, sometimes a fairly lazy design works in the favor of the design. I think the fact that it is a lazy design works for it. You know? But, if we're gonna talk about lazy designs, we can look at like half the first generation of Pokemon. Yeah, the Gengar line. That is a wonderful example. It is super simple, super basic, but it works. It looks great. And that is pretty much how I feel about Vanillite. It's super simple, kinda lazy, but it's cute. It works for an entire... It has a different thing that goes for it. But in both of them, the simplicity of the design... Did that thing have a leftovers? Why didn't my Porygon Z have a leftovers? But in both lines, it really works as a design choice to have it be more simplistic. Goku, were you holding something? You were not holding something. You little bitch. I better be careful calling Goku a bitch or he'll leak my internet history. I didn't want the bicycle. I guess I'm on the bicycle now, though. Oh right, you're just selling protein. And zinc. Also, I feel like it hasn't been mentioned enough in this playthrough of Pokemon White, how easy, for the most part, this run has been. So some of you weren't there for the beginning, where we had to restart like 8 times. Because we just couldn't even get to the first gym badge. Let alone pass those fuckers that cheat by having 3 different gym leaders. But we've not run into any infants carrying gods yet in this playthrough. In this particular run. And I'm thankful for that. Alright. It's time for a very important moment where we find out what the type situation is in this particular gym. This is always a very pivotal moment of the gym challenge, is finding out what we're fighting. Let's find out from Worker Jasmine. Masquerain. Is this a bug type gym? Is this a bug type gym? Is our bird... Is the bird the MVP again? We haven't had the birds be the MVP again since around the first gym. What's Masquerade's secondary typing? I know it's part bug. I know it's part bug, but it's also part flying. Part bug, part flying, so this could be a bug type gem, or it could be a flying type gem. I want to say bug. Oh right, Skydrop won't work on you because you're a flying type. That's me being stupid there. Let's find out. Let's find out. They have another Pokemon. Hopefully it's not Butterfree or something like Butterfree. Hopefully it's something that gives us more context as to whether it's a bug or flying type gem. Flying would be super ironic for us going... Battery out. Ducklet. It's a flying type gem. Joltik is so cool. I love Joltik as well. It was not Joltik. Unfortunately, it's a flying type gem, which is super ironic for this underground this underground boss type gym leader. Super ironic that he's got birds. But I guess this is the time for Noelle to really shine. It's time for our dragon. I do not think we have an electric type. Yes, this is Clay's gym. Stick my tongue out for you. I mean, I guess. How was that? That do anything for you? You. I'm bringing you along with me. You want to go for a ride, buddy? Oh, it's all over my tongue? It's all over the screen? Oh no. How terrible. What did you mean was all over the screen? What did you mean? My mons, what else is on the screen? What did you do? You monster, what else is on your screen? I've been violated. Chat, terrible news. We're gonna have to shut it all down permanently. Well, now I know why you were having problems with your keyboard. Let's see, ice and flying. Could our hidden power be useful here? This right here is why I have to mark my streams as not for kids when I upload them to YouTube. I actually do. For Hathy, it is fighting. Specifically for Hathy. I do know that Pokemon's hidden power. But the only reason I do know it is because the overlay that you see below the main screen ha ha. But no, the hidden power you see in below the main screen. Am I talking correctly? Am I having a stroke? Jesus. The screen you see below you that shows all of our team all at once in a visible sort of view happens to be from an app that specifically tells me what the hidden power is. It's not the main purpose of the app, but it is a secondary thing that I am able to look at through it, which is actually really cool and really helpful. And we've got multiple hidden power fightings on the team. Hidden power electric. Let's see. No electric. We've got 2 fightings, psychic, steel, ghost, and bug. So no electric. Well, I believe... Yep, this is clay. What happened? All this because we don't have hidden power electric? But I won't lie, this feels like a slight overreaction. I understand the electric type is really cool and is typically very nice thematically. But this again seems like a slight overreaction. I love that the gym leader is this really big tough man, and the first thing he throws out is a butterfly. Just I am going to crush you. I am going to destroy you with this flintlock pistol I keep in my back pocket. Go Butterfree. I nicknamed my Butterfree Killer. Because if you look into his eyes, they're very clearly the eyes of a killer. Alright, what's Clay's second Pokemon? You don't need to know him, Prison. Okay, yeah! That is slightly more on theme with who you are as a person. This is more of what I would expect from this man, you know? Go Butterfree, or else. Like, this is more in line with the flying type gem leader Clay. We should really rewind and see him standing next to his Charizard, because that's... If you'll remember, Charizard's like 4'6" or something. Charizard is not 5 feet tall, and he was very clearly like a foot shorter than that Charizard. Clay is a tiny, tiny, tiny little man. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to take a moment and heal up Noelle. But, like, Clay is small. Chat, pull up Charizard's... Pull up Charizard's height for me real quick and tell me just how short this man Clay was. Also, research. Are you saying you're tired or you're bored? Or are you saying you're a combination of the two? Because that is just awful. Togetic. 5'7". Charizard is 5'7". And Clay was definitely a foot shorter than that Charizard. He's about the size of a fucking Togetic. Also, research, really sorry to hear that you're so tired. If you need to go and get some sleep, by all means, I understand. I'm not holding y'all here hostage. Take care of yourselves. In fact, while we're on the subject of take care of yourselves, everybody watching, make sure to go get some water. Make sure to eat properly. You know, maybe not right now. Yeah, my mons, if you want to leave, like, I want you to be here because you're having fun, not because you feel an obligation. Huh. Noelle's learning Dragon Breath. I mean, like, look. You can leave anytime you want. Just understand I'm breaking a kneecap on your way out, okay? Also, high five everybody. We got another badge. I mean, okay, I like my kneecaps. But I'm still breaking one of them on your way out if you're going to leave me. Them's the bricks, kid. I think we avoided, like, a battle or two in there. We just really didn't need it. We've got a really good team. We are really well set up. We're having a lot of fun. We're all having a lot of fun. Nova's Winter. Univa's winter. There's a hug! Chat, there's a hug! There's a hug! That's a problem. Chat, everyone watch out. My Mons is dealing with a hug, and that is a big problem. Oh, right, and we're fighting Marshall. Don't worry, research. It's not a problem anymore. According to my Mons, it's dead. There is no longer a hug near him that he has to deal with. Hey! Like mother, like daughter, look at this! No. My Mons, if you go back in the chat, you clearly typed a hug. You critted me? Hyper Potion. Are you really gonna waste all of your Hyper Potions on this Pokemon, Marshall? Is that what you're gonna do? Yes! Elgium is the pre-evolution to Happy. Executor! I love that she chose psychic types. That's so cool and so interesting. Oh, right. I forgot. You know what? That's okay, my Mons. We all get scared sometimes.
What you gonna do with?
Listen, sometimes you just see someone who's got so much ass and it scares you a little bit. Because, like, what are you going to do with all that ass? Like, that is a terrifying amount of ass to have. Well, what are you going to do with it? With all that ass comes all that responsibility. I feel that. Which one of those was your starter, Bianca? Or Marshall, since you have two names? Huh. Are we able to fly now? Chat, do we fly now? I'm sorry, Goku can fly, Hathie can fly, Right. I made it to where everyone can learn all of the HMs. I was very confused for a second as to why some of my party members were able to learn fly. It's looking an awful lot like we can fly. What do you mean, why do we keep Hyper Beam? Why wouldn't we keep Hyper Beam? Laugh! So, chat. Do we go to the P2 laboratory in Route 17 and 18? Should we go there right now? Do it. The P2? The P2 laboratory? The Team Plasma secret lab? That they've located on a quiet little island? Like, I don't understand why this is on our town map that everyone has. I've never fucking saw that. Is that not in black and white too? So chat, do we go out this way, or do we... Actually, no, we don't have surf. I'm an idiot. We don't have surf. Right? We don't have surf, do we? Yeah, no. What am I talking about? We'll go there once we get surf, because we do need surf to get over there.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch! You guys
Okay.
drinking water?
Okay. It's like I said before, though. The tax for that button. Y'all gotta drink water, too. Yeah, of course you love Lopunny. That's probably why you had a mysterious substance all over your phone earlier. E? Oh, you're of a special mindset. Okay. Understandable. Have a nice day. Yeah, no, I know there's male Lopunnies. The one we're fighting isn't a male Lopunny, though. Also, I'm still confused. Like, why were you confused that we were keeping Hyper Beam? Uh-huh, using a male Lopunny helps you in the game, huh? Is that how you justify having one on every team you play with? Is this you telling on yourself a little bit here? I mean, like, okay, but it's really strong. If we beat the Pokemon, we don't have to worry about recharging. Come on, be mature, as he gives the little smiley face. Buddy's not telling on himself because he doesn't mind us knowing. This isn't telling on himself, this is a proud declaration of his preferences. Uh-huh, yeah, sure, that you're only changing it now because I called you out on it. It's okay. You know, love wins. Love who you want to love. You know, if you check the tags of the stream, you'll notice we are LGBTQIA plus supportive. This is a safe space. You can be... you can be what you want to be. You can... It's fine to share a level of attraction for an anthropomorphic animal character. I understand. For the love of God. No, hold on. Why is that in red text? Get the fuck out of here! Not you, my mons. This awful spam bot that has entered into my chat. Get banned, nerd. Seize him. Anyway, back to Pokemon. Anyway, I think we're gonna have to name the VOD for this when we put it on YouTube. We're gonna have to name this bullying my chat over their Pokemon preferences. Oh, okay. I did not read your line about loving the Golurk shiny. And I was about to shame you even more for being colorblind now. Alright, hold on. I gotta look up what this guy looks like as a shiny. Okay. Hold on, how do I see the shiny? Alright, yeah, that looks pretty nice. Alright, chat, let's be reasonable here. Let's be reasonable here. Let's be reasonable and let's understand that having a Vaporeon is weird. Only an absolute sicko would do something like have a Vaporeon on their team. Like, I can't believe that there are people who actually, you know, go out and they have one. Like, why would you do that? You know? I suppose you're right. You are the game does... Right, yeah, it's surfing, of course, yeah. The game does kind of require you to get a Pokemon to use Surf with, right? Something along those lines? And, you know, that's not even mentioning the guy who bred Lapras, like, every day for several years because of that one line in the Pokédex where it said that they were near extinction. Clay! How's it going, Clay? Long time no see. The nest of an electric-type Pokemon called Galvantula. Right? It was such a nice thing to do. It was such a cute mentality. Where the fuck did you get that, Crocorock? You use flying types, motherfucker. That's a Butterfree. Your favorite TM is soft-boiled. Now I understand why you're fat. You're telling me to be nice when this motherfucker has given me so many opportunities to make fun of him. His first Pokemon he sent out was a Butterfree. He is smaller than a 4'7" Charizard. Randomly has this weird crocodile thing come out of nowhere that nobody's ever seen before. Can we get a Joltik in Joltik Cave? Let's find out. Look, I won't lie to you. I want it to. I want this Joltik. Okay, I guess we're doing a cutscene first. Are we fighting you? Look, I'm not fighting you on this. I love Joltik too. I love pretty much every design of every Pokemon in this particular generation, except maybe Unpheasant, but I'm not too big on birds anyways. Come on, what do we get? Another cutscene. I also like electric types. Electric types are pretty cool. Can you believe this shit? It's one freaking cutscene after another. Like, can I encounter one singular Pokemon? I also get a lucky egg. Woohoo. Okay, come on. Encounter. Let's see what we get. What do we catch? What do we catch? Oh! We get a Vanillish! Yo! I mean, if you think about it, the bottom crystal does look like the blue crystals in this cave, right? Like, it kinda fits. Our last used item is ice cream. It kinda fits. Well, we're taking it. We're master balling this thing, because I fucking love Vanillish. So now here's the question, chat. Huh? Egg? What happened here? What would... Why would you... What? It conceals itself from enemy eyes by creating many small ice particles and hiding among them. Look at this, you made me forget to nickname my Vanillish. I think I may have pissed chat off, but I don't think chat had... I don't think chat remembered that we can just buy Pokeballs in this randomizer. Let's see what else was on the encounter table. Swoobat. It's a cave. That fits. Like, come on. I don't need to justify myself for you. I don't need to justify this. We already lost one of the potential Pokemon we could have had. A Pokemon I really liked, I recall. Because we tried to lower its health and just immediately killed it. I'm not taking the chance. I'm not. If it's a Pokemon I even somewhat kind of like, or would like to use in any way, shape, or form, I'm using a Master Ball. So they are in the Pokemon Center shop in Casselia. They are in the shop in Casselia. So it's because all the special shops are randomized as part of the randomizer. The reason we haven't bought any more as of yet is because they were expensive. We didn't have any more money than buying the, like, 5 that we did while we were there. And we only just now got access to Fly. So that's why we didn't. Yeah, we were broke. We could go back and buy more now, but I think I would rather... I think I would rather come over here to the town map so I can show what I'm talking about. Like, we are here, and if we do fly all the way back here, then we'll have to fly back to Driftvale, and then cross through Route 6 to get back into the cave. I'd like to get us to Mistralton here. That's what it's fucking called? Mistralton? Awful name, but continuing on. I'd rather work our way through the cave, get into Mistralton, and then fly back to do any of our stuff. Just because I don't want to walk through Route 6 again, because it's a bunch of grass that we can't skip over or anything. But once we do get there, we need to decide whether or not we want to put our new ice type on our team. You know, we just got the new ice type. We've got Kyurem. But Kyurem would be really good as a backup to have if something happens to our current team. Also, these guys out-level a lot of our team right now. Alright, I won't replace Kyurem right now. Not right now, at least. But we will keep the ice cream cone in the box, waiting for us. Understandable, understandable. How dare you, Detective Diaz? I am your superior officer! It wouldn't be kicking him off the team, it'd be giving him a break. Letting him take a rest. Letting him take a nap in the PC. Oh, we found some ether. I do frickin' love this cave, dude. That's a great question. You are getting really pressed over the choices that we're making in this fun, silly little fun challenge. Oh yeah, we didn't see if anybody can learn soft-boiled. Who can learn soft-boiled? Apparently, half of our team. Fuck Kyurem. Use the ice cream cone. Oh, did we ever see if anyone can learn Power Gem? That's weird. I wasn't expecting Goku to be able to learn Power Gem. Right, I came here to sort my bag. Okay, everything's sorted. Pichu! We found an electric type in the electric type cave. We found one. Just for you, my mons. Now let's kill it. Oh, my mons does not like Pichu. Evil company rat. You know what? Understandable. Who wants to learn Aurora Beam? Vessel? I mean, I guess we can forget Tail Whip for it, since we're not very physical. I've been really hoping you would learn Aqua Ring. At what point do you learn Aqua Ring? Gargle, gargle. Gargle smartly. Hold on, I need to look at Vaporeon and figure out when it would learn Aqua Ring. Not until level 43. We've got a ways to go. Swoobat is nice. I remember when I would play through this as a kid, I would always catch my Swoobat and name it Rouge. Yep, I would usually use it on my team. I would name it Rouge, you know, after Rouge the Bat from Sonic. Because I was a big Sonic nerd back in the day. There's a fucking Heatmore in here? You been eating all the bugs. This right here is why you couldn't find your electric bug. This little fucker's been eating them. This is what happened to all your Joltics. It's an invasive species, and he has decimated the Joltic community. The local Voltic population has been decimated by these invasive Heatmores. We gotta create a story for what's going on here. Oh no. All the ass is sad. Oh god.
What you gonna do with all that ass, all that ass, all that ass, all that ass, all that ass?
Oh god, there's 9 asses! There's 9 asses! Chat, why are there 9 asses on my screen right now? I guess 10 if you count the one I'm on my team. There's so much. There's so much that our vessel got confused. I get turned down? Are you sure that it's I'm getting turned down, or that it's just so loud that I have to shout to be louder than it? I'm drowning in the sound bite. I'm drowning in all that ass. Wait, actually. Yeah, you look like there'd be something up there. Oh, hi. Fancy seeing you here. Pokemon White randomizer, but my chat drowns me in ass. Look at this fucking nerd. He's using one of the Pokemon you can find here. Oh, we have an encounter. Another Swoobat. My mons took a few minutes to realize what he said. I'd love to drown in all that ass. Buddy had the drooling emoji too and everything. Buddy was ready. Also, there's a Salacaberry here. I don't know what Salac is, but it sounds gross. Then we got Pichu. I agree with you on, you know, it being the corporate rat. Oh, not a Sackberry. I never liked Pikachu growing up because it was fucking everywhere. Like, I could never look at any merch. Hold on. Chat, it says here you clipped something. What did you clip? What'd you guys say? Catching Pokemon. Y'all are learning about Pokemon. And of course, I can't move this to get that item. I haven't had a chance to see your clip. I will watch it after stream. But hey, thank you for the clip last time. Not last stream, but the last time you clipped. Understand, chat. You guys... Oh, this... Was it about the Sackberry? Nice. So, y'all doing clips helps me out a lot. What I'm doing with the clips is I'm uploading them to TikTok and Instagram, which should both be linked down below for anybody that's watching and would like to go and check those out. For the people on YouTube, sorry, right now y'all are gonna have to come over to my stream to find those. But the chat drowns me in ass. But yeah, I'm uploading those to Instagram and to TikTok, which will hopefully help me get discovered a little bit more. So clip away, clip often. By all means. It's gonna help us grow the channel and help you guys find more people to interact with on the channel. Great, we've got the many-assed demon coming around again. Speaking of a many-assed demon, hi babies. My cat is here to say hello. Come on up. Come on up to the mic. Say hi to chat. Say hi. No? Wanna be shy today? Okay. Go on. There's nothing on the YouTube. For that, you're gonna have to ask my editor. No, it's because my editor was out of town for a while. And so they haven't been able to do any work for the channel. Also, my editor has, like, a, you know, normal 9 to 5 job. And they try to catch streams somewhat every now and again. So basically, their time to do editing is basically non-existent. Which is sad, and it means that the actual YouTube won't get much content. At least not right now. Because I can absolutely not afford to get someone whose main job is to be an editor. I can't afford to pay someone to do that, to edit down my content. And even if I could, I feel like I'm not particularly funny. Like, it would very much be like a few clips of stream. Oh my god! My mons! Look! Look! Look who's here! My mons, look who's here. Look at this. It's Mareep. I can't catch him, it's against the Nuzlocke. Acid Sugars, hi! Thanks for coming in. It's good to see you. Alright, alright, alright. My chat is literally begging for us to catch Mareep. It's awful to see me. Honestly, that's fair. I understand. Understandable. Alright, we caught Mareep just for you. I know you're joking. That's okay. Yep, I was already in the process of doing that before I saw your message. 100%. We're naming him my mons. He's going in the box. He's going in He'll go in a special box. He won't go in the graveyard, but he won't go into what we are actually using.
Victory Screech!
Absolute win for my chat. Never say I don't give y'all nothing. But anyway, how's everybody doing today, by the way? I haven't asked that yet today, I don't think. Except maybe at the beginning of stream. But how's everybody's day? Never had a bigger dub than someone breaking Nuzlocke rules so you can have your Mareep. I mean, listen, you've been keeping me company. You've been a big help to stream. Like, I may as well. We won't use him. Because that would be very much going even further, but like, if my chat tells me to throw a mulligan, tells me to ignore the rules, sometimes I'm willing to do that. Sometimes. That's one of my personal rules. Just let him see the light of day once. He was in a cave. He was in a cave. It would have to not be an important battle. So like no trainer battles. We will do one. Just for you. One wild Pokemon. And then he goes right back in the box. And he will stay in the box. Also, I've taken all this time and I have a Paralyze Heal right here. I'm out here neglecting my own Pokemon. Poor Hathy. Hathy deserves better. Oh, hi there. Let's see, we have Nasty Plot, but that's not helpful. Nasty Plot is not helpful. Alright, go Task. We haven't used Task in a while. Oh no, not the X special. Whatever will I do? Maybe I'll go into the air. And not worry about your X special. Man, last time I got the X special, it was really not what I was expecting. And her current boyfriend wasn't happy about it either. A favorites clause? That makes sense. Maybe I should have implemented a favorites clause? So if you were to do a favorites clause, would you have one from every generation? Or just like a couple of favorites that you would definitely catch? Like how would you do it? Just a list? That makes sense. Oh, one Pokemon per person. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Everyone gets to add one, count 'em, one Pokemon to the list. I mean, that's all well and good. Oh my god, I almost just turned off my computer by accident. That's all well and good, but like, for right now, while I'm streaming, and my audience is 4 people, that's fine. But if it ever got into, like, the thousands of people, or even the hundreds of people watching my stream, that could very much just easily turn a Nuzlocke into a... You hate when people do the one, kind of one thing. I always love it. For some reason, it does, like, a... It does something in my tiny little autistic brain. And I'm just like, oh, that's cute, that's funny. Oh, in text? I like it in text. Oh, so I can't run away, but you can fucking teleport. Alright, yeah, sure, whatever. We're just making shit up at this point. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, as I was saying, it would turn a Nuzlocke very quickly into kind of just a normal playthrough. Which, don't get me wrong, would certainly have its benefits for a lot of cases. Like, we had to restart this particular playthrough. This is our 9th time. This is our 9th attempt at it. Because we would just get absolutely bodied. There would be just fucking toddlers that had their grandparents Arceus for some fucking reason. Oh no, this is far from the first attempt. So, the file name. Let me pull this up, because this is actually kind of entertaining. The file name for this game, Pokemon White version, is, and I've got to expand my files here, Pokemon White version randomized. Entertainment, right? Oh, no, take me to the diggy. Take me to the diggy hole. I want to know if those items are randomized. Yeah, so it was just a funny little joke the first time because it was randomized. And then I added re-randomized the first time we had to start over. So every time we re-randomized, I would add another re onto the beginning of it. I wasn't expecting it to get so out of hand. So every re there is every time that we had to restart. And also to make it clear, it wasn't like just a soft reset. It wasn't just going back and starting again from the beginning. I changed what I re-randomized it fully. So like we had different starters to pick from, we had different Pokemon to play with, we fought different Pokemon. Anyway, we got a couple of nuggets. Whilst dealing with all this. Also, it's time for one of my favorite visuals in the game. Or rather, it's almost time, as soon as we get out of this battle. This right here is one of my favorite visual things that they did in the game, in total. Just the way they jiggle when you run past, and they have 3 of them set up. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. A fan-made black 3 and white 3. Honestly, that is super fair. That is super fair. We'll do it again once we get out of this battle. Ah! That was a critical hit. That's a problem. We might have one rare candy. Maybe. Okay, so we're just putting people to sleep now? Is that what we're doing? I personally like to save rare candies. Oh, no hacking in rare candies? Hell no. I'm not hacking in shit. Sorry if that came off a little bit rude. No, we're not hacking in things. Oh, come on. That was unnecessary. Alright, Noelle, do your thing. Nope, no hatching in Pecha berries. Nope. None of it. What we get is what we get, and what we get from the randomizer is usually more than enough to do the things we need to do. In most cases, like, we have all of these Cassilia cones. We have 5 in our inventory because we were able to buy them. I'm sorry, that's too far. I can break randomizer rules at the behest of chat, but I will not hack things in. Anyway, let's go back and look at my favorite visual effect again. Did you see it? Did you see it, chat? This stupid little thing right here where you run under the crystals and they do a little jiggle. All in a wave. God, I love it. Oh, cool, a bug gem. And there's the rat that we hate. That rat I hate. A lucky punch? Nope, we won't be hacking anything in. Not happening. Oh, Farfetch'd. I haven't seen you yet here. Guess y'all really have been hunted near extinction. Farfetch'd, 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 Farfetch'd. Chansey, 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 Chansey. Ever tell you guys that I've kind of dreamed of being a voice actor? Pretty sure that's back the way we've already been. Oh, I didn't realize what time it is. We're coming up on the end of stream, everybody. Not gonna end quite yet. I'll let the timer actually get to where it's supposed to be. I've been having a lot of fun tonight, though, and I wanted to let you guys know that. You've been a great audience tonight. I hope everybody's been having fun. Yes. I'm sorry, there's a fucking Celebi here? Imprison the Celebi. Imprison the fairy onion. The onion fairy. Ooh, Vessel leveled up. We're getting close to getting that that circle. Wow, I didn't realize how tower it was. Tired. I meant to say tired. Eh. Well, nasty plot while you teleport away. See, doctor. There's a doctor here we can fight, and a fucking Palpitoad? What are you doing here, little one? Hey, little buddy. Watch out, it's causing an uproar. Apparently, it's causing one hell of an uproar. Let's switch back out with Noelle. She is just a little bit stronger. Aqua Ring. That's the move I was thinking of earlier. So now we have to deal with this thing that has Aqua Ring and Poison, so that's two... Never mind. The thing I was gonna say just got completely invalidated. Come on, every step? Does it have to be the very next step? Also, hey dude, please don't put us to sleep again. That's annoying. a poison gem. How cute. How quaint. How sort of useful. We're gonna need to restock up on healing supplies in the near future. We're probably gonna fight this doctor here and then end stream for today. Rest, sleep talk, recycle, just a very hyper beam. Well, I know rest is what I'm about to go do. In person. Well, probably scald first, because I want to take a nice hot bath. Hey, you've got a Parasect too! I think yours might be slightly stronger than mine, though. Yeah, slightly stronger. Mine's only level 27. But hey, check this out! In Pokemon's box art Legends. Little secret with the design in Pokemon box art Legends. Are you referring to the fact that the box art usually is two pictures that, like, kind of come together into one picture? Or are you talking about the legendaries themselves? Please, tell me more. I want to know more. The legendaries. Okay, tell me, please. By all means. I want to hear this. Okay, damn. Alright. Shit. Fuck me. Alright. Damn. Shit. Fuck. Fuck you too then. There's actually nothing? Alright, fair enough. It's been fun. But that's fair. It's been fun. Been a great stream. Loved having you guys on today. I had a great time. Hope you guys had a great time. I'll see you all in the next one, alright? It has been fun.
What you gonna do with all that ass?
Is that my outro? Is that my outro music now? That's my outro? Okay. Goodbye, everybody.